Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I got a recommendation on the Rep Paladin guide to make a video on Rep Paladin's matchups and basically just their tough matchups, and I'll put a comment on the person who recommended that. It was really helpful. Um, basically Rep Paladin struggles into caster cleaves and you'll struggle into RMP too. Practically as a Rep Paladin you'll struggle into every team unless you know what you're doing, but it's just the way of the class. Rep Paladin is a plate wearing class, but they're really squishy, and if you just give up your cooldowns for no reason, you can die really easily. So this is a game that we win against Caster Cleave. You see Fire Mage, you see Shadow Priest. I don't think you see the talents here, but I am running Unbound Freedom, Blessing of Sanctuary, and Aura of Reckoning. Like I said in my guide, I always run Unbound Freedom into mages because it's too good to not run into them. But yeah, we got a Shadow Priest, we got Fire Mage, we got Resto Druid. Let's just start this up. We're gonna be going the Shadow Priest, but we can swap onto the Mage depending on whether he blocks or he trinkets and all that. And that's just the game plan. I might turn on the volume a little bit here.
Vampiric Embrace. I'm trying not to. I stun.
Yeah, so my healer saying he's getting polyed, so I trinket, I trade out my BM, I trade out my shield, I get sacked on the top right there. It's just because it's very scary. It's combust. It's I didn't see if it was void form, but it's a lot of cooldowns and you don't really want to risk it. So here I'm just like getting Devouring Plague off myself, keep myself up. You see the mage. He's trying to screw over our healer. He gets DB'd. He doesn't get rung there. And we go into a Hodge here. That was bad Hodge by me because I thought that the healer didn't have his dispel, but it was a bad Hodge by me. Mind games, my healer trinket, so I get trade. Against casters, you want to be very aggressive, especially in the start, because if you let them get their pace, wizards just ramp up over the game. Whereas you're a melee class. Your hunter, he can go in, he can go out. He can be a little less it's a little damn, sorry. It's a little more forgiving for your hunter because he has his Feign Death legendary. He has disengage. He has more mobility than you, even though you do have Unbound Freedom and your horse. But like I said, horse is 45-second cooldown. Unbound Freedom is 25. It's not the most mobility. You know, we're hitting the mage because he's close, but we're just lining right now. There are times where you're gonna want to line.
Yeah, we should just wait.
And it's just
I have GS, but
like he said, you want to get your cooldowns back. Okay, so they're pushing in onto us. I still have bubble. I still have Bob. My priest got feared here, and he got into a volley.
God damn it, man.
I think I don't bubble here. I don't bubble here, right?
GS in 1 second. Repoly. I'm not getting GS actually.
I don't. I saved my holy power for healing, which is also something you're gonna want to do if you get caught in a bad position. He gets kicked. We get a lot of cooldowns, and they don't even get bubble. And I'm flesh crafting here.
I got stun there.
I have bubble, but
okay, alright, that's cool.
Do you want to switch Druid? Like, this Druid has nothing.
Yes, I have wings.
If we can get to him.
I don't know if I can, but
Just wait.
It's never bad to look at healers too, especially if they have trinket, because healers are they have an extra job except for you, right? Like they have to heal you and your partner, and sometimes if the healer is bad, which this Resto Druid isn't bad because he's playing fucking 60 yards away, but if they were bad, they'd be like in range of me to be able to swap onto them. The healer knows he has no trinket, so he can't afford that.
You want to wait the 30 seconds, the priest will have I don't mind if he polys me here, to be honest.
So we got altar here.
Got the altar.
I should have faded there.
But mage still isn't a kill target.
feared.
He's out. I can run at him. I got it wrong.
It could be me. I don't have anything.
They swap onto my healer because they didn't get my bubble last go.
Okay.
I trinketed to sank him. Sometimes, well, like here, let me go back actually 10 seconds. So I get full run, and if your healer is in CC, it isn't bad to sank him, but I waited because it's good to wait, see what he can do, right? But I knew it was going to be stun into silence. I was like, okay, I'll get the silence at least. But I could have got the stun also. However, remember that Sanctuary can be purged, so try to get the most value out of it.
It could be me. I don't have anything for this.
He says he doesn't have anything. I sank him.
I
sanked you. I trinketed sanked you. Okay.
Druid's feared.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
I got powered.
So Druid comes into melee range. He doesn't die. He has auto frenzy. He has the healer, not the healer, the Shadow Priest peeling for him. Mage block there. Mage is a possible kill target.
I kicked the enemy.
This game isn't going completely terrible for us.
Nice.
Like, we're not in the worst position ever. I still have bubble, BM shield, no trinket.
I don't mind hitting this mage when he's
Mage doesn't have blocks, so.
Yeah, I think we actually have to switch mage.
Okay, can you purge that?
Trying to get it.
All good.
Doesn't it poly?
I kicked him on ring as well.
I'm MC, by the way.
Oh god.
It's okay.
Yeah, Skulls, can you cover this priest? This mage dies.
So we're thinking of hitting mage right now because no block. I sent it a little too soon, but we did get his human trinket, and then they get my bubble there.
I trinket for it.
We got his cauterized for it, though. So,
I have a stun.
oh shit. Could die.
I'm polyed.
You hitting the mage. Mage isn't gonna die here. Actually,
I still have trinket and GS, so.
The infinite blinker. I'm running. I'm lining.
Run, yeah.
I'm okay.
Alright, it's still mage, okay?
Yeah, it is.
MC, but it's fine. Just line.
We're somehow even on mana as well, by the way. Alright, can we cover this priest?
Yeah, whenever you want to go.
MC.
Yeah, no. Oh,
Alright, we're going for a go on mage here. Mage still won't die.
Like G8, oh my god, he walked into this guy.
He is the Shadow Priest. Okay, I have trinket now.
I'm stunned.
I'm lining. So, you see how I'm like lining and then going in, lining, going in.
Are you fine?
This is actually where we win, and it's kind of just red Paladin damage, but I sank him.
You don't need to sack these. It's fine.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I have wings, bro.
Yeah. I'll try to get his altar. Got it. Wait, that's grip. That's really good, actually.
They're running away from us because we have cooldowns now.
The druid's out of stealth. Yo,
okay. You wanna go mage?
Yeah.
Let me know when you've stun.
I'm polyed.
I'm polyed. I can trick.
I stun.
I have a wings proc here. I trinket the silence to heal myself. I stun him. Double trinket. Mage is in trouble, but he runs. I think he just runs away.
It's okay. We got double trinket there.
And this is where I swap onto the Shadow Priest, and he just dies here. Hitting big damage.
Oh my god.
Now, as funny as that was, you could see why caster cleaves are really, like, they're a big struggle for rep Paladins. They kite you, they poly you, they CC you, right? They stop you on your goes. I've been stopped on my wings for the full duration because I'd get poly into fear, into whatever, right? Knocked off the map or something, like booming. Casters have a lot to deal with you. You don't have a lot to deal with them. So, you just want to be mindful of that going into it. This was just pure red Paladin damage, right? He had trinket, he had the spurs, he had everything. But hey, sometimes you get got, right? But it was just a quick swap because the mage went too far away from me, where it was like, I don't want to chase him. I'm just gonna hit the priest. But we got double trinket. Mage has no block. Mage has no caught. It's looking very good for us here anyway. And that's what you want to do. You want to trade cooldowns and you want to try to hold yours more than you would against melee cleaves or these other like jungle and stuff like that, right? So here I want to give you guys an example of what not to do, right? This is Frost Mage, Destro Warlock, MLD, but not really, it's MLS. But fighting Warlock right now.
Poly Mage.
We decided to go him because Frost Mages have double block and all this, but you can hit Mage too reliably.
Oh, I'm horrified. I'll out of this. I'll trap.
Priest gets silenced.
He
Big
thinged it.
damage.
Holy shit.
Huge damage, bro. I can't reach him. I get rooted. You should be running away at this point, right? You have Chaos Bow getting cast on you. You have Frostbow with Deathborn. This is too much damage. So you have to run from that. Mage goes in. Mage is a little aggressive right here.
It's okay. No big deal.
I know.
Still have
Mage has no trinket, by the way.
nice fear. Nice fear.
Double fear. I stun the mage.
Full trap. I land his fear.
So this is where I mess up, right? The mage is less than half health. He still has block, but he's low. And I was looking at my cooldowns probably, if I can remember at this point. I saw that I had nothing except for bubble, right? In a situation like this where you have no mobility and they're out in the middle of the map, you want to just chill. Even if he's really low, you want to just chill because of what happens now, right? So I get a little greedy here, right? I get Mortal Coiled, I get Rooted, Pets Nova, or whatever it was, and I die right here. I should have bubbled. You see, I was spamming bubble, but the Chaos Bow midair, boom, snipe me, right? There's nothing my priest can do about the full seduction. It just, well, could have trinketed, but that was my bubble. There's no debating it. So there's that. What you should do and what you shouldn't do into caster cleaves, right? I think a good train of thought going into caster cleave is, okay, we want to be aggressive at the start, and if we can get a good go and get their trinkets, it's really nice, right? The second they start pumping damage, we start lining them. We start running away, and if they get greedy and they come in for us, that's when we strike back. Again, it's just how you want to. That's how you want to keep it in mind. Be greedy with your cooldowns, but not so greedy like me, like here, where you're gonna die. Okay, so here we are with an RMP game. RMP, like I said, it's either 50-50 or it's really, if the RP is really good, you kind of almost don't stand a chance. However, just always try to do your best is the best I can tell you. I think we lose this game here, but I don't think it was a complete stomp fighting against Kronecker. So he's a pretty good player.
Oh, I got the fucking rogue.
Alright, open blind. This should be my healer's trinket, but I think I end up trinketing too.
I sack.
I BM shield here. He GS'd me off the blind. He didn't get sapped off. That was really bad by them.
I stun.
I get do it here and I get rung in duel. Very bad by me. You can see I'm doing very bad. I stun the mage anyway. Get a block.
I couldn't get it. He kicked it.
Hitting the rogue for a little bit.
Down there, by the way.
Not the best opener, but then again, not the worst. And then I was a little late with the sanc. I was a bit tired. Okay, give me a break.
You're gonna have to bubble. Probably.
And I bubble here. Not the worst bubble. One, it's for bomb and that new trinket. Like, this is when it was broken too, right? But the bomb, if it's mind games too, bubble is perfect. But here all I have is bob, right? So I'm hitting the rogue a little bit.
Okay. Short pop.
And I'm thinking we should swap on them.
You have stun? Oh, me.
Gotcha.
I'm fine.
Yeah, so I'm hitting the rogue for a little bit because he has nothing. My priest sees it too. We go back to hit mage because the rogue vanishes.
I have stun for next go.
Gets GS. They're just trying to stall. Here, what they're trying to do is they're just trying to stall. Because I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if they have combustion yet, but they are just trying to stall it out and run away as long as possible. Because they have no cooldowns anymore, except for priest trinket.
I'm gonna get Paul here.
Here, I think I bop late. I don't know. I think I might save it. Never
Paul,
mind.
actually.
We'll combust.
MC. Short ring.
And here, the game's practically over.
Yeah, send it. Go rogue.
Priest trinkets. If the priest didn't have trinket there, the game would be over, but unfortunately, you know.
I agree. I'm poly, can you get me?
Oh, fuck me.
And I could have sanked him out of that stunt too. He has trinket here, but I don't know if he sees it.
I have trinket if I need to.
I have to.
And he GS'd my hunter by accident. It happens, you know. Sometimes you're just tired. But like I said, this honestly, this RP wasn't that crazy. We could have beat them 100%. But it's a better RP. They're gonna get your cooldowns a lot faster. They're gonna save bomb for when you don't have bubble or trinket. They're gonna, you know, do things that aren't gonna allow you to get the rogue, like stop the rogue from getting a re. Things like that. That'll just make your day worse. And fortunately, we got in this one, but I promise you, we do win against RPs. So it's pretty much everything I had to say, and I hope you enjoyed. I saw the idea for making a bad matchups against Rep Paladins, and I thought, wow, that is a very good idea. And these are some of the worst matchups you could come against, right? I hope you enjoyed, and peace.